Fiona, what do you have to say about these allegations? What do you have to tell the people? Wow, those are some sharp words, Fiona. Cuts deep. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Okay, so 6 months ago, I got myself a kitty cat. I got her from... I got her from a DJ in Brooklyn. And so she didn't cost money, but then it did cost quite a lot to do all her vaccines and everything. So I got Fiona 6 months ago. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So after 6 months, what do I... Like I mentioned... she, oh my god, Fiona. What are Fiona's pros and cons? Are there any cons? Is she just a vessel of beauty and perfection? It's close, but I gotta say there are some cons, Fiona. There are. Number 1, Fiona is really brave. She's kind of one of the bravest cats I've ever met. Whenever we have visitors, Fiona always comes up to them and sniffs them and is very excited to play with them. She's not a scary cat at all. It could just be their personality, but sometimes cats, perhaps if they had bad experiences and were given reasons to fear people, that's how they're gonna act. I guess not to take credit because that was her personality to begin with, but yeah, she is very, very brave. She says hi to whoever visits our house and is always excited to have guests and visitors, which is really sweet. Our landlord will come over and she will not stop sniffing him and like leave him alone. That's what people have to look forward to if they ever come to my apartment. Number 2 on Fiona's special pro traits. Fiona, like me, is quite a cinephile. We actually watched quite a few episodes of Love Island together.
I chose Casual over Winston because...
You know what I've learned about this place is you never know.
We've watched like lots of things together. Anytime we're watching something, Fiona does like to just come up and join me. And that's really sweet considering that I myself am a filmmaker and I love films. That Fiona herself is a cinephile. She truly appreciates the arts. And it doesn't really just end there. Whenever I'm video editing, Fiona has to get in the way.
What are you doing? What are you doing, my girl? Oh my gosh.
And she has to stare at whatever it is that I'm doing, and she's really interested in that.
You don't want to sleep in your bed, you want to be next to me? Oh, my baby.
She sometimes is my ghost video editor on this channel, so if you ever think that editing's a little weird, don't blame me, blame Fiona, okay? She's my intern, she's still learning, alright? Number 3, a very super cute and fun aspect of Fiona is that she's really playful. And people might not realize this about cats, but similarly to dogs, if you get a cat, you do have to play with them. They need playtime just as much as, well, maybe not just as much, like dogs make obviously probably more, but cats really do need to play to be healthy and happy, and both physically and mentally, and Fiona loves to play. And when she was a tiny kitten, I did try to make a point to at least play with her for like an hour a day. And as she's growing older, more independent, and I, myself get busy, it does become a little hard to keep up with that. But, it's something that is on my mind, and I do try to play with her. And one of Fiona's favorite things she has learned now at 6 months old is how to play catch. Fiona loves to play catch, and once you get started, she'll play catch for like 30 minutes. And she'll play catch with like a little deflated balloon, like not with the ball so much, but like little weird pieces of trash, something, a bottle cap. Like that's what she loves to play catch with. Number 4 4 on Miss Fiona's pros list is that she is very caring. I do think even though Fiona can get really chaotic whenever she gets the zoomies, she has to play, sometimes like at the detriment of me sleeping. Fiona has grown up over the months to learn to like not try to scratch us. She doesn't, when she bites, she's not really trying to hurt us. As far as I can tell, Fiona never really is trying to purposely hurt us. It's not really like she's defending against herself. She kind of knows to be a little bit gentle. And sometimes, yes, she gets a little bit too riled up, but I appreciate the fact that she's caring enough to know like, oh, okay, do not hurt my owners that love me. My baby girl, baby girl. So I think that's very sweet. And beyond that, she also like loves cuddles. She does love to take naps together. Like, she's just a very caring little girl. And number 5 on my pros list of Fiona is that she is my best friend. Literally, like, there's been times when I'm just so sad and down and maybe even self-hating or something, and Fiona will just come up and, you know, like hang out with me. And in those moments, that's truly like, I guess, how can you be kind of sad or completely depressed when a little sweet animal is like doing that for you? And really, like, in moments of really tough times, it does just remind you the sweetness and the purity of living creatures. If you're really upset with the state of the world, like, I feel like having a pet can really help because it does show you the purity of animals and the love that they're capable of. But I guess, like, if you're a person that's struggling with this, but you think you aren't able to take on the responsibility of caring for an animal, I think that does help quite a lot with just the viewpoint of the world and, you know, just living things and their capacity to love. And Fiona, I definitely think, is just one of my best friends. She makes every day better. And when I first started taking care of her, like as a baby, she was more dependent on me. I had to wake up every day and like take care of her. And it was kind of nice too to have a reason to get out of bed. You know, when you're kind of depressed or something, you might not want to start the day and face the day. But a little creature like Fiona does give you a reason. And yeah, I absolutely adore that. Now let's get into the cons of Miss Fiona, okay? She just did that. Listen, guys, it's not all rainbows and sunshine when you're taking care of a little creature, okay? And for Fiona, number 1, Miss Fiona, is she is weird. She's weird about eating things. She has become quite a junkie for just the weirdest things. When I say that, like, that means that she really has a particularly affinity to eating my hair. This is, if I, like, sometimes if I'm laying down or trying to sleep, I just feel Fiona trying to chew on my hair. Fiona, and it's like so disturbing to me. I already have kind of a weird fear about hair and hairballs and things like that. It's already something that's like, ugh, it gives me the ick. And I've had to like take poop out of Fiona's butthole because there was hair making it stuck, because she likes to eat hair. Dear God, why? I don't know. I don't know. That's my hair, Fiona. It's attached to my body. It's not a toy, okay? Would you like it if I bit your fur that's all over your body? No, you wouldn't. So please, don't do that. And just now, a new development. I literally would catch her chewing on the dry paint that she peeled off and then spit it out and then try to chew it again. I always obviously try to grab it away from her because I'm like, why? I feed you. I feed her 4 courses a day. She is well fed. Why? Why? I've literally had to barricade that door. And the day that I first found out she was doing this and barricaded that little area, she just would not stop meowing. She would not stop complaining, like the little heathen that she is. She was really upset that I dare take away her paint supply. Number 2 on the cons list for Fiona. She can be quite prickly. And what we mean by that is like, yeah, her little teeth and her little claws. You have to keep up with, obviously, like clipping their claws. You definitely don't want to declaw, because a lot of people have spoken about how that's not a very ethical, good thing for your cat and for their mental health and their physical health. Nerfed. So sometimes Fiona can be quite prickly. Especially when she was a kid and she had an affinity for clawing like up my leg. And Luckily, she's kind of gotten over that and she's a little bit too big to do that anymore. But yeah, I used to have quite a few battle scars when Fiona was first a kitten. And you know, if you're gonna get a kitten, be prepared to deal with her prickly side. Number 3 on Fiona's cons list. Fiona doesn't pay her rent. I mean, and to be fair to Fiona, this is my own partial failure. I was like, okay, I'll make her an influencer so I can make enough money off Fiona, pay her rent. But no, that did not work. But it was mostly my own failure of not posting enough. And truthfully, when I first had Fiona as a little kitten, probably her prime years of like capturing her, I did feel so weird sometimes like just shoving a camera in her face all the time. And sometimes like I definitely did want to capture her growth and her special moments because when she's a kitten, you know, that's only a couple months. It's gonna go away fast, so you want to capture that. But I just didn't want her entire like life to be me shoving a camera in her face. As you can see right now, she's completely disobeying like my whole setup right now. But yeah. Number 4, as can be portrayed right now, she's meowing at the door. She hates closed doors. And in the morning, pretty much any time if you use the bathroom, like she's gotten better, but she really, really hates closed doors. Pretty much every morning I wake up due to the fact that Fiona is just screaming and screaming at my door for me to wake up.
Fiona!
Number 5 on the cons list of getting Fiona has to be that I love her too much. And it's true. I actually one time I had a little like hiccup where Fiona had ear mites. And like I brought her to the vet said she didn't have ear mites, and then I found out her mom had ear mites the day after, so I called the vet like keeping an eye on her. Again, I had to bring her back and they're like, yeah, she does actually have ear mites. And I was like kind of upset because obviously reading Google, they're like, if she has ear mites, she's gonna become deaf and it's gonna cause a lot of problems. So I was kind of freaking out and I was really annoyed that the vet didn't see for like a week. So I felt really bad that there was a week of suffering Fiona had to go through, and it made me cry a lot. That's the truth of getting a pet. The responsibility really does lie on me, and that is like really scary. Honestly, it kind of freaked me out the first couple weeks of adopting Fiona. I was really, really freaked out. Dear God, this little creature, everything about their life really does lie on my shoulders. Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that freaked me out. That's why I cried about the ear mite thing, even though it was like fixed pretty easily. I think 6 months in, me and Fiona have such a great relationship. I feel pretty comfortable that I know that I'm capable of putting in the effort and the work and the care to take care of her. So that's the realities of having a cat, essentially. Like, you get these pros of they really can help so much with just your day-to-day, giving you a reason to get up. Makes your days just feel fuller. And then, of course, the responsibility of it all. Definitely consider that before you get a kitty cat. I'm so happy to like finally introduce you guys to Fiona. Perhaps a year in, we'll make another one of these and see what other little attributes are added to her personality. And it makes me a little sad seeing her grow up because, you know, as a kid, she used to sleep in my bed every day. And as an adult kitty, she likes to like, or she's not an adult, but like 6 months in, does prefer sometimes to just sleep on her tower. And it makes me a little sad sometimes. And it definitely makes me feel like, you know, the ABBA song like slipping through my fingers. But at the end of the day, it's also like easier, obviously, to deal with a creature that's a little bit more independent. And it's also nicer to just see her personality blossoming. Like, she's just such a lovely, colorful, like fun, outgoing, brave, sweet girl. So like, I'm just excited to keep spending this time with her and to continue just raising and living with Fiona.
Bye everyone. Thank you for watching the video. Bye now.
I couldn't wear this the whole time. I didn't want to be too intimidating, okay? I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called fashion. That's right.